So I had the sister reach out to me, and she asked me if I would speak about if friends should have sex with one another on my show. So I told her, I don't mind, ain't no limit to what I talk about. And of course I asked her, why was that something that she felt like she wanted me to talk about? And she said because she been sleeping with one of her friends for like 7 years, and no matter what relationship she get in, it basically destroys the relationship because she either can't stop thinking about him, she continuously want to sleep with him, and nobody that she dates can top him in the bedroom. So then I asked her, well, do y'all got love for each other? She was like, something like that. And then I was like, well, why y'all won't just be together? And she said, because he don't want a relationship. He don't want to commit. Now, a part of her want to commit, but a part of her don't, to him. So, a lot of people call that soul ties, toxic energy, whatever, this, that, and the third. But if you're mentally strong and if the two of you both are on the same page as far as not trying to be with nobody, not trying to do nothing serious, and only gonna sleep with one another and that's it, I'm all for that. I think that's cool because it's kind of filling a void, but also keeping you from being a hoe, but also keeping you from going without. But you gotta find balance between that thing. You get what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's not my place to judge nobody. That's just the way I feel about it. So, with that being said, now I'm gonna elaborate on my philosophy and my thought process a little bit more. The thing about sex, man, is regardless of who you having sex with, regardless of the intent, and regardless of how long y'all do it, or if y'all ever do it again, the moment that y'all do it, y'all become one. Y'all are swapping energies, you become one flesh, and you be in that moment of honest. You get what I'm saying? Some people are mentally strong enough to have sex without attachment. Others are not able to do that. And then you got some sexual energies that come together for fun and pleasure but end up being a true connection. So that's why I don't ever judge the way people go about having sex, who they have sex with, or how sex come about. Because in most cases, it is full of bliss and out of the unknown. So you can't really say. Now, we can keep it on a constructive level of structure and say that, of course, a man and a woman with similar interests who want to unite and become one, that's the way it should go. We can keep it biblical, we can keep it religious, we can keep it universal within the laws all day. But we also got to keep in mind that with people exercising their free will, a lot of people not going to tap into that energy. A lot of people broke away from harmony when it comes down to their energy, and a lot of people just go with the flow of their experiences and don't even understand and don't care to even engage in that type of understanding and energy. So they be on autopilot with having sex, which create a dis-ease in the body, which is a disease. You get the dis-ease in the body, and sexually transmitted diseases get passed along. People end up getting staph infections and all kind of stuff like that because they're not careful with the partners that they choose and that they sleeping with. They just out here basically fucking recklessly. So then when you choose this partner or this one person you want to settle down with sexually, you don't even know for a fact if that's the only person you smashing. They could be smashing other people on the low too, but not keeping it a buck with you. And then you wondering how you catching these diseases or why your body becoming uncouth from sleeping with this person. They got other people that they sleeping with on the side that you know nothing about. So I tell people, just like when people ask me, oh, do you think a woman a hoe if she sleep with somebody in 2 weeks? Man, whether you sleep with somebody in 2 hours, 2 days, 2 weeks, or 2 years, you taking a risk either way. It ain't gonna guarantee you no relationship, it ain't gonna guarantee you love, and it ain't gonna guarantee you marriage. So you gonna have to make that decision based off of your discernment. Every single time you put yourself in that predicament of having sex, whether you know a person or not. You might know a person, but you don't know what that person got going on within their body or their life. You get what I'm saying? So I look at all of that the same way I do with friends. You got to really know that friend. You got to know what that friend really got going on in their life. You got to know that they being 100% genuine, honest, and unconditional with you. There are no blurred lines. There are no hidden agendas. and y'all gotta keep that thing funky on a one-on-one level to keep things from getting tainted. But I feel like if y'all gonna be in a relationship, and the relationship that y'all in is meaningful, y'all goal is to get married, and y'all committed and faithful in that thing, then no, you shouldn't be smashing your friend. You got to take that up with God and train yourself with the proper discipline to not do that, because you wouldn't want that done to you. It don't matter how much you wrapped up in that friend of yours, or how much they sex is good or whatever. You shouldn't be in a relationship with nobody until they can top their sex, their level of love, and can take your mind off that person completely. Because I'm telling you, you ain't gonna do nothing but end up damaging your relationship and that person that you get involved with. Whether you end up telling them the truth, or whether they end up catching you going back to what you should have left alone. So you have to be mindful when you bring other people into your existence, into your world, into your energy. You can just leave them people where they at. That's why they meme that's floating around and say, it's people that I got in relationships with that I should have just fucked once. Yeah, and that is true. Excuse my language, but I'm just saying, there's a lot of people that only deserve to get smashed because they're not here for a lifetime. They here to experiment. They curious. You get what I'm saying? So their time is limited. And if you're a person that's about love over loyalty, and a person that's about dedication and determination and being committed to your lover to the point where you creating a future and building for y'all, you ain't got time to waste with people that's stuck in their sacral energy, or people that can't see past sex and pleasure. So you gotta kind of control that a little bit more. Have discipline over yourself, and practice not having sex with nobody if you have to develop strength. Because you can get a whole lot more done and become a whole lot more successful in life when you put sex on the back burner. Even though that is a creative energy, and even though that is a stimulating pleasure that is necessary, and that is a God-given thing to us, but a lot of us use it destructively. A lot of us use it in a negative way. So you got to find balance and alignment with that thing. So my overall answer to that is, ain't nothing wrong with smashing your friend, but I think something wrong with smashing all your friends, just like I think something wrong with smashing any and everybody just because you can. You got free will, but that don't mean destruct your life and make your life full of negative experiences just because you want pleasure.